Hello everyone, welcome back to more Quest 64. You'll notice that we are way to the north, up towards Connor Fortress again. And that's because at the end of the last episode, I stopped and I saved. Unfortunately, there is no actual saving this game like wherever I want to. And despite all of my attempts, the save state, load state feature of the totally legit N64 that I'm using was non-functional for some reason. So I had to go all the way back to Dondron. Luckily, it was easy enough to just teleport via the, the wings. I was able to just, teleport back via wings. But I was able to teleport back via wings and save. And so now I have had to make my way back to where we were at. In the process, of course, because, we were getting absolutely slapped last episode, I went ahead and I buffed myself just a tad bit, not too much. I think I gave myself like an extra, 10 points in like defense and agility. Buffed my HP up from 115 to 130. I think I gave myself like an additional 6 MP. Because again, playing this legitimately, I would be here for 3 or 4 hours, literally running in a circle. To level, agility, because that's how this game does experience for, like, agility. So instead of, literally sitting here running around in a circle for a couple of hours, I'm just using a, light set of cheat codes to make things a little easier. The main thing that I'm not doing is I'm not going in and giving myself more elements. I still have the same amount of elements as I had before. So that hasn't changed at all, as you might be able to tell. So 7, 14, 17, and 1 were what we had at the end of the last episode. I should note, I have the ability to give myself more elements as well, but I have not. So, let's see. We're in Dondron Flats, right. On the right side, right before you see the ship, you'll see a short uphill opening. It's probably that little break in the path over there. So, right here, probably. Now, this should be... There it is. But it's on the upside. I see that. So there's that. Hey, look! I can see through the world! Ah, boy. Bam. Really? That's only 32 as well? Power staff? $57 damage. 55 damage. Wow. 53 damage. Boy, these things take a lot of hits. Bop. There we go. But yeah, I see the spirit right over there. I actually have to go all the way around to get to it, which is fine. We have to go that way anyway. It's just kind of annoying that I have to go all the way around. So, but that's alright. We shall go around. Hey, look, water. I love how the camera just glitches through everything in this game. Whoa, that's lag. The N64 cannot handle that many enemies, apparently. Whoa, that's lag. That is some, like, serious lag going on here. Holy mother. Whee! Water pillar. As soon as I kill, like, one of these guys, it'll help. I think that it's not just that there's so many enemies. I think part of it is, like, you know, the anime, there's the water that's animated in the background. You know, and so, like, that's taking resources. And then there's, you know, so as many enemies as there are, and, you know, the fact that it has to draw all of these things on a system that has only so much capacity, you know. This is not an N64 that has the expansion pack, after all. So, boom! Ice knife. Ooh. Cool. But yeah, that was some lag right there. Like, holy crap, dude. That was kind of amazing how laggy it was. Now I just gotta go around here and then fight these guys, apparently. Let's do some rock. Rip. I'm spending more mana than I need to be because the rocks are freaking not hitting multiple, ow, frick, like, enemies. Ba 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 ba. Okay, let's start putting some stats into rock. I don't know when the next spell will come, but we do need a little bit more. We need a little bit more strength here. Hey, rock 3. There it is. Big rock. That said, once we get further into the game, there will be an ability that rock gives us that is so stupidly OP, it's not even funny. Like, once you get it, the question of, like, why would you use anything else comes into play. You know? Whee! Bop. I mean, if I'm only gonna hit one of them, there's no point in using a higher level rock. You know? The bigger rock. That's the interesting thing, is the bigger rock is really only good for hitting, like, multiple enemies, you know? It doesn't deal any more damage. It just has a wider, like, hit area. So. That said, I'm gonna get a lot of hit points. Because I keep using the staff. It's attacking with the staff that boosts your HP, so gonna end up with a lot of HP at this rate. I think there's a max of like 500. So whee! Bop. Something to note, though, is that this bridge is so thin that I could walk it like this and never encounter an enemy. Great for getting your mana back. But, like, this is what I mean, you know? It's like, hello? Did anybody put any thought into the fact that, like, all you have to do is have a thin area and monsters just don't spawn? Oh, hey, it's the Frog King! So, I was actually looking at the frog warriors, or whatever they are, in the forest, and I had forgotten, when I, like, looked at them initially, like, back in the old days, you know, back when I was a kid, I had forgotten that I always called them Slippy. I was like, hey, look, I'm beating on Slippy. Because they really do look like Slippy from Star Fox. Star Fox 64 was actually the first game I ever owned for the N64. It was Star Fox 64 and Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. My brother got Star Wars, I got Star Fox. The water capital, Liverpool, is located on the other side of the lake. There's no fairer city in the Isles. It's even as pretty as the castle town Limelin. Also, once again, yes, Shannon is following us. She will always be there in every inn that we come to. There is a story-relevant reason for that, but I won't spoil it. But we will find that out at some point, and it is pretty cool, honestly. Also, I love that the fade-out is just a black square. So because I have this in widescreen mode, it doesn't work. I've been lying low here because of the danger in the woods. Oh, it is safe to go to Dondron and back to the monastery. You sure about that? I mean, I guess the danger in the woods from the robber. But, I mean, considering all the things I had to fight, you know, just to get here, well, what can you do? I assume he has some sort of, like, martial training if he's willing to go fight monsters to travel between cities. Actually, Shadiversity, the YouTuber Shadiversity, did a really good, like, video on that. Like, the fantasy setting. If we lived in a fantasy setting and there were monsters always on the road, you know, what would it be like? You know, what would we be, you know, dealing with and facing? Welcome aboard! You're my first passenger of many a day. Come to think of it, the last traveler I met bore a striking resemblance to you. Much older, though. We're shoving off for Liverpool. So, when's the boat go? So this is an interesting aspect of this game. The boat never actually goes anywhere. This room right here that I just walked into, this is boat travel. Because I have walked in here, now the boat will have moved. If I walk out, we're suddenly in a different place. When did the boat go exactly? Why is it still night if we traveled all this way? What am I gonna do? The wind has stopped, and now the lake is flowing in the wrong direction. If it stays like this, I can't make the crossing to Liverpool. A fine kettle of fish. So we are now here. So Liverpool is up at the north, up there by the Blue Cave. You can also see Normoon down by Coal Hazard and Windward Forest at the bottom. So But we are now in West Carmag. And West Carmag has a few things for us to look for. Coming off the ship, cross 2 bridges, go up the hill on your right. Continue on the path, you'll see another hill on your right. And then behind the safe house before you enter the Coal Hazard Cave. As much as I appreciate that guide is telling me to go towards Coal Hazard, I'm going to actually go towards Larapool first. And there is a reason for that. One, it just makes it a heck of a lot easier because travel. You know, I can get some Larapool wings. I haven't seen any fairy pastures for a long time now. If you'd like, laddie, spend the night here and rest yourself. I hit the wrong button. So this is a little safe house, you know. You can stop and save. Now it's day. So there are a couple of bridges. I actually am pretty familiar with where it wants me to go. I think it wants me to go up on that little like U shape there that's right in front of us. So basically, you know, up on top of that hill there. I think that's where it's saying to go. But we'll find out. So, kitty. Because it said to cross 2 bridges, which we just did, and then we come to a hill. And look, it's a pig of some kind. Bop. Orc Jr. Yes, that is an orc. O-R-K, orc. Ah, I love this game. Bop. So as you can tell, orcs are earth elemented. So earth, you know, rock doesn't do much for us here. That's going to be one of our, like, biggest issues, is that since we're focusing on rock and water, damaging other enemies is actually going to be, like, pretty difficult. So, also, we have not gained water air yet. So, there's our first element that it told us to get. Ooh, hellhounds. Actually, aren't these just the same enemies from the first area? Because there were hellhounds in the first area. Ghost hound! Ooh. Menacing. So these guys, of course, are earth-based. Which means water does some pretty damage. Or not earth-based, fire-based. Which means water should do some good damage. Boom. Pop. I do want to start using a little bit more magic, just so that I can get my mana leveled up. Bop. But truthfully, like, magic is never as strong as your staff is, and it's kind of stupid that that's the way it works. Bop, bop, bop. That was great. I didn't even think that was gonna, like, murder them all. I was certain that I was gonna miss some of them. Bop. Bop. What the? I missed the other guy for some reason. That was weird. I mean, HP is always good, don't get me wrong. But getting that, you know, boost to MP is also equally as good. So, oh, that's a dead end. I see. Charles. Rolling rock. Dead, dead, dead. Defense up! I guess I can't really reach you from all the way back there. Ouch. Bop. Bop. Hey, there's an element right here. Awesome. Hey, the exit spell. I don't know what that actually does. I'm pretty sure it's like nothing. Give me just a second. Alright. Sorry about the break there. I know it was like 1 second for all of you. I had to grab a blanket because it is freezing cold here, like super cold. And like it's pretty ridiculous, honestly, how cold it is. So that will lead, so this way, not that you can tell by the sign, but this way will lead us toward Coal Hazard and Normoon and Windward Forest. But we want to go towards Liverpool, which is this way. And you don't have to do this. This just makes it easier in case you end up needing to, like, quick teleport to another city. So that's, like, really the only reason I'm doing this first, is so that I can get... That was unfortunate. I was really hoping that that would hit both of them, and it did not. But this is just so that I can get the quick teleport to Liverpool. I really don't want to deal with freaking level 1 enemies, thanks. This is like in D&D when your DM throws 2 kobolds at you, but you're level 5. It's like, what? Like, please. Ow, I didn't move fast enough. Bop. Bop. Let's see. Guess a little bit more water wouldn't hurt. We do have the exit spell. Which, as far as I can tell, I've tried to look up a guide on, like, what the spells do. And literally the guide said, exit, see name. My assumption is that it teleports you to, like, the last city that you rested at or something, but I don't know. Are we allowed to be traveling about? I'll give you blue wings. They might be of help. I did read that right. You must remember that wings will not work in the forest or caves. I think, though, like, I don't know what it does in, like, the overworld, or if it does anything, but I assume that it will, like, literally exit, like, caves and stuff when need be. I haven't seen you around here before, on your way somewhere. Can't believe anyone would be so foolish when it's so dangerous to travel. But if you'll remain in our town, you'll be safe. Did you know Liverpool is called the water capital? Some people prefer Limeland, but to me, Liverpool will always be my home. There is an inn over here. Hey, look! The ferry boat has broken down, and I seem to be stuck here in this town. It seems that an evil force is casting a spell upon the water and the wind. They call this place Liverpool, the water capital. Across from the southern cavern is Normoon, city of wind. One place or the other may hold your fortune. I had to run away from Greenock and leave everyone behind. Wondered what has happened to my family. What do you say, lad? This is a proper hotel and tavern, not much food left, but would you like a room? Go ahead and save in the Liverpool Inn here. My garden is rich with mint leaves. Let me know if you run out. I'll pick some more for you. Once again, if there was a gold system... I'm Layla, the sorceress. My destiny is to protect Liverpool, but somehow the wind has stopped blowing. The reason can be found near the city of Wind Normoon. When the wind stops, demons are free to spread throughout the land. I'm using all of my power as water spirit to fight them off. Our world is balanced by 4 different spirits. If one of them should become stronger or weaker than the others, we are doomed. I have only enough power to protect this single region. Master Brian, you must help protect the rest. So there's one of the super important NPCs, the spirits. Also, that's the only room in the inn, apparently. Because there's some down here, I see. They're downstairs rooms, not upstairs rooms. I see. Kitty cat running around. Let me look at this guide real quick, because they have Normoon, and then they have Liverpool, like, down further. It looks like I can't get any of the spirits that are here right now. Because all of them say, drain the water downstairs in the inn. And I think I can only do that once I have, like, defeated the guy in the Windward Forest. I traveled all over when I was young. I heard all kinds of stories. But the scariest was the Day of Grief. All the provinces of Celtland were fighting for possession of a magic book. But the victorious province fell into ruin in only one day. That day came to be called the Day of Grief. A powerful magician restored the peace, but his methods are long forgotten. So they were fighting over a book. How much you want to bet it's the Eletale Book? And something about the book brought about terrible ruin. So yeah, I have to drain the water here before I can do anything. If I recall, all I have to do is talk to the water spirit, and she'll, like, drain the water. Gonna check over here, just in case. Yeah, nope. Well, maybe. Hang on. What's this? Nothing! I cannot get in this door. I think that's how you drain... This might be how you drain the water, but it's, like, blocked, I guess. But yeah, so the idea is you drain the water, then you can see there's, like, a path here, and that will take us to Blue Cave. But that is for later, which is also why the guide doesn't recommend coming here. But it's actually a good idea to come here, and would I remake this game, I would put, like, you know, a place to, you know, buy items and, you know, stuff here. So, but there's Blue Cave right there. Yeah, I would put things here that make it worth coming here first, so I'll practice as hard as I can. I want to be good enough to sing before the Prince and Queen someday. Oh, Margaret is learning to sing. I want her to be the finest singer in all of Celtland. Ma'am, are you aware that you have a very strange face? Just saying. So does your daughter, but just saying. Like, look at these NPCs. Tell me these aren't the weirdest NPCs you've ever seen. I mean, I'll give them one thing. They have a large cast of NPCs. You know, I think each NPC is different. Sorceress named Layla is living here. She thanks for a protective spell that we can live in safety. A long time ago, a water spirit created a crystal well. Ever since, Larpool has been blessed with much water. The well allowed water levels to be adjusted freely. People say the well still exists somewhere in the town. I wonder if it's true. Aha! Yes, there it is. The crystal well. That's how we, like, change the water level. But yeah, that's through that door that we can't get through because it's locked. Not that they tell you that. Also, does this not look like a chest? Like, seriously. That looks like a chest to me. And yet, I cannot interact with it. Oh, I've heard the entrance to a cavern known as Blue Cave is located somewhere in this town. It leads to a mysterious, beautiful valley. According to an old saying, if the protecting waters recede, the road leading to Crystal Valley will be opened. My grandfather told me about it when I was small. Up to now, no one has ever found the entrance. Really? Because, I can literally look out and see it. Like, that's so dumb. No, nobody knows where the entrance is. It's not like, you know, we can just walk over to that there bridge and see it. Like, literally, just walk right over to this bridge and look out. It's right there. Literally. Whoa. I don't know what that lag was. Holy crap. It's not like, you know, you can literally just walk right here to the edge of the cliff and look out and see it. That's definitely not it. Like, what? Also, I didn't talk to this guy. My wife keeps pushing our daughter to become a singer. I'd like her to do whatever she wants. Like, I don't remember this guy being here when I crossed the bridge. Did he, like, move over here? Some of the NPCs do walk around, so that might be the case. So, I did get the wings, though, I believe. Yes, mysterious wings to take you to Larpool. Cool. I have the blue wings. So I am good. We can leave the town. And we can make our way off now to Coal Hazard, which is, again, where the guide tells you to go. The guide that I'm using. But, yeah, I wanted to come to Larpool just because then I have a much closer save than Donderon. And it's definitely a good idea to run that way and hit that. Just for that reason. So, what is with this lag? Like, what the heck? Bam, bam. Rip. I might need to double check some things on my totally legit N64 here and make sure they're working right. You know, make sure that, you know, I'm not having any, like, serious issues that are causing this lag. But that said, we did make it to Larpool. So that's great. What? My cat is being weird. Charles. Come on. He's like climbing over everything right now. Bop. I think there are actual, like, orcs later in the, you know, non-orc juniors later in the game. Hence why these are orc juniors. So, rip. Bop. Bop. There we go. But yeah, I think I'll go ahead and end things off here. I am going the wrong way, actually. This is gonna take me to Windward Forest, and I don't want that, so... but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead... Actually, I'm gonna head back to Larapool so I can save. Again. And then, you know, check some things on, like, my capture and stuff and make sure that's not causing lag with this N64. And then we will come back and continue. So I do hope that you have enjoyed. If you have, feel free to subscribe. You can check the video description down below for a link to the playlist. Ow. That way you can get caught up on any episodes you might have missed. There's also a link to my Patreon and Discord. It does help out the channel a lot. And you can come out, hang out with us, and chat, and so on. So, with that, I will see you all next time. See you later. Bop. Oh, I wasn't close enough. Bop.